Wow, I should just fold it. Be the safest thing. But I have a bunch of thank yous. So I'm going to start with people. There are a number here that I would like to recognize. First, Beth, when I heard that you had put me up for this award, I was blown away. And so I would like to thank you personally. It was really unexpected, but greatly appreciated. So thank you very much. I mean, Land O'Lakes is a great company. Nationally, it's a very important company for us regionally, and it's also a customer. So we love it even more than everybody else. So anyway, it's great. Look, this is I don't know if you all know what's involved in this, but you also are asked to have a number of people talk to the nominating committee so that I imagine the nominating committee can get a well-rounded view of who they may or may not award. So the people who stood up for me, two are here. Ken Salazar, thank you very much. Bill George, I appreciate it. Richard Davis, also Amy Klobuchar, who's our senator from Minnesota, stood up and did that. And Suzanne Vautrinot, who is on our board, also participated. And I really appreciate the time you took out of your busy schedules to do this. Thank you. It means a lot. So I appreciate it. Now, I should also thank the Deming Cup Committee. Who knows what happened, the flash of brilliance or lack of brilliance that day, but thank you. Here I am. I am deeply honored, and really I'm honored because, CEOs get these awards, but we are smart enough to know what this really is. It's a recognition of, in our case, the 48,000 people who serve our 3 million customers in 172 countries every day and make the difference. So we can have all these grand schemes, but we all know nothing happens unless you're able to get technology to work in a customer application. And that happens with our 28,000 field sales team, which is the best in the world in our mind. And I've got a bunch of them here tonight. And I'd just like to say thank you for what you do, and thank you for being here tonight. I also have my wife, Julie, so there's a lot of goofing around at the table. Don't forget your wife's name. Never have. So I've had a lot of great things happen in my life. That's number one, right? Close behind is Doug Baker, my son, who is one of three, and our oldest lives in New York and was able to join us tonight. Tracy McGibbon is also here tonight, board member, and Jerry Levin made it. And Jerry served on our board for, let's just say, a distinguished period of time and was our first, and was really my lead director for the first 10 years of my CEO career. I've been CEO now 14 years, but he was unbelievable as a lead director, board member, and a great mentor to me through a lot of very interesting times. I mean, we almost doubled the company through a deal that, let's just say, the first few weeks, Wall Street didn't love. They ended up loving it, but not right away. And my board was calm and basically said, well, you need to get out there and sell it. Call us if you got a problem. And it was a good deal, and it turned out to be a good deal. But honestly, it was leadership like that that was very important. So thanks for being here tonight. I also have a couple other teams that are here. I'm very proud to be part of these teams. So first, Holy Cross. Thank you for being here. People told me they're going to be here. I walked in, I just said, well, I need to find them. Where's the bar? Sure enough, they're over there. I also serve on another team, and it's the Target team, right? So, Brian Cornell team. I am so proud to be part of this team and everything that you all have accomplished. It's great leadership, great culture, and I'm very proud, and thank you. I really appreciate you being here tonight. All right, just a couple closing thoughts. The interesting part about this Deming Award is if I go back in my career, and I started at Procter & Gamble, where I spent 7 years. And P&G went through a total quality management phase. Deming even came and visited. But we all went through TQM. And it was really an important part of development, understanding how to think about things differently, How do you size up problems and attack them differently? How do you lead versus manage in many ways? What's the idea of a team? I mean, I think those are important principles of Deming too, not just statistical control. So that was important. Then I go to Ecolab, and I was there for a number of years before I became CEO, and Total Quality hadn't made it to Ecolab. We did a lot of things well, but not that. And when I became CEO, the first thing I did was I brought TQ to Ecolab, like right away. And since then, we've probably, I'm estimating, because I don't have this down for a fact, but I bet we have trained over 100,000 people over the 14-year period on these principles. And can I say it's the only thing that's led to our success? Of course not. There's got to be purpose, vision, culture, and a great team. But it's clearly been instrumental. And if you look at our results, either efficiency, quality, or any of the rest, it's improved dramatically over that time period. So it's been great. But if you look at the world right now, here we have a world where we have 7.5 billion people, projected to be 10 billion by 2050. It's kind of a straight line. This is also going to be coupled with a rising middle class, principally in Asia. And as people move into the middle class, they change diets. They move from cereals to proteins. I'll tell you why that's important. So 50% more people are going to need 80 to 100% more calories. They also want all the niceties that we all have. They want air conditioning. They want refrigeration. They want to charge 12 units every night. They want to do all those things. And so what we know is going to happen is the demand for power and food is going to go up. Food and power require water. They're the number 1 and 2 consumers of water, and water is already quite tight in the world. I would say it's kind of even if it was evenly distributed, but of course it's not. And so we know we are going to have to learn how to make more with less. There's no other choice. Otherwise, you're not going to feed 10 billion people successfully. We're going to have even a larger environmental problem. And so these are big issues, but I believe we can solve these. But then you come back to Deming. And so what's Deming teach? How to get things right the right way the first time. How do you do things with less waste? How do you use less water? How do you use less energy? How do you end up producing more with less? And I think these principles are going to be a heck of a lot more important in the future than they've even been in the past. And we've already heralded how important they were to Japan, US in the 80s on, and everything else. So I'm quite excited about, really, I think this award, because it's sort of awoken in me the thought process I think I need to have around the Deming principles. So our commitment is simple. We really work hard to deliver clean water, safe food, abundant energy, and healthy environments to the societies through our customers. And we're going to double down on this because the world needs it. It's our purpose, and it drives us every day. And I think purpose and principles are the most important thing companies have to figure out and ferret out, because that helps guide you as you move through. The Deming principles are going to be reawoken at Ecolab. So I thank you for that. I thank the committee. I thank Columbia. And most importantly, thank you for spending the night with us. All the best.